Welcome to Tuscany in Italy, the village of Vignano, which is near Florence. I'm along with Wade Steele-Smith for a factory tour of the Beta Motorcycle factory. Quite an interesting factory. It's over 100 years old, and they began by manufacturing bicycles with motorcycle engines. Also famous for their trials machines and a Dakar bike built way back in 1986. In fact, they had 3 trials world champions in the form of Spaniard Jordi Torres, Brit Dougie Lampkin and Albert Capistani from Spain. Frank Schroeder takes us through the factory and shows us what the production lines and assembly lines at Beta Motorcycles are all about. A factory that produces 20,000 motorcycles per annum, shipped all around the world. 30% of these bikes are actually sold in Italy, and the remaining 70% sold worldwide. All hand assembled, and the last process seems to be where they fit the exhaust pipes. And yes, KTM engines are actually made at this factory, believe it or not. Wade Steele-Smith checking out a new range of scooters available from Beta, and it won't be long before they're imported into South Africa by Cayenne, the importers in this part of the world. Bikes being shipped all around the world, and how are those little supermoto replicas, and how's that for a number of motorcycles? But we move along. The grounds of a monastery, which is over 1,000 years old. And Beta are about to launch their 2014 range of bikes at the monastery, which is nowadays a hotel. Frank Schroeder introduces to the world's press and dealers the new bikes that they are presenting to us. And they certainly do look impressive with a brand new color scheme up front, clear petrol tank on the 300cc's and the 250s. Bossman Lapo Bianchi also introduces himself to us and the new motorcycles and the mission statement from Beta itself. And believe it or not, they own 20% of the off-road market in Europe alone. Out to a 5-kilometer Enduro track. A flat section and then into the forest. And Wade Steele-Smith out on what they call an Alp 200, which actually has a Suzuki 200cc air-cooled motor. Big seller in Europe, but we're more interested in the big bikes. 250, 300, 400, 450 and 498. Here we are aboard the brand new 350cc 4-stroke machine, which proves it's tractable as well as being smooth. And the suspension upgrades immediately come into effect. Being followed here by Wade Steele-Smith, and he's on the 300cc 2-stroke, which pulls like a tractor and actually acts like a 4-stroke. He's one of the representatives from Cayenne at Kyalami and is well known at the Beta factory. The forest section resembling exactly what we had in World Enduro. Not one complaint from the riders, either about the bikes or where we are riding. It really is heaven on earth for two-wheelers in the dirt. A well-marked section, not about the speed really, it's just about testing the motorcycle. And Wade divides himself into 4 as he comes out of the off-road section with a little 250cc 2-stroke. The full range of Betas available for the riders to test, including this little 50cc schoolboy bike.
Just imagine you were 16 and you could have this. Wonderful. Just a dream.
Certainly a schoolboy's dream. And the Australian importer, he collides with a bush. And of course, we'll never show this on national television, would we?
We've just been on a lovely trail ride here at the Beta launch of the 2014 models. But I was following a gentleman through the forest, and he seemed to have no idea about riding a motorcycle. I'm just wondering if this is his first time riding. Wade, have you ridden a motorcycle before?
No, this is my first time. But I'm getting better every time.
Yes, okay. Well, there are gears, so you can go faster if you want. Only just I didn't know if you knew. Yeah.
Dougie, anything from you?
Hey, John.
His name is John Lampkin. He's actually Dougie's uncle and a famous trials rider who actually did ride in South Africa. And he's taken a tumble. Much to the delight of Wade. Let's hear what John thinks about the new model range.
The bikes are going great. I mean, we're now 10 years with a 4-stroke. Enduro, and we've got a really nice range with the 350, the 400, the 450 and the 498. What's really interesting is to be able to test the bikes back to back. And for me, being a trials rider really, I've enjoyed riding the 498. I found that like really torquey. 350 and 400 along the same lines. The 450 a little bit more powerful, a bit more of a racer. And I've also really enjoyed riding the two-strokes with them being a little bit lighter. And I think, you know, when you go in the trees and you want to ride a bit more aggressive, then I think they are easier to ride. But there's some really nice adjustments to the bikes this year. You know, they've listened to the comments from the customers and the press and the dealers, and I think they've made some really positive adjustments to the bikes. And I think we have a really nice product, and the business is growing and growing and growing, so look forward to the future.
It is certainly a product to take note of. The new Clear tank also holds 1.5 litres more fuel. And that's what's great about the Beta factory. They listened to their customers and journalists from around the world, and the opinion was that they needed more fuel in that motorcycle. Suspension upgrades, an upgrade to the seat base to make it a little bit stronger, and a new cover on the seat, which is what customers demanded for 2014. So a full range of 2-strokes and 4-strokes available worldwide, and it does look like everybody agrees with us on how good they are. All good things have to come to an end, whether you call it Beta or Beta. Let's catch up with the boss of the factory.
Mr. Bianchi, thanks very much for inviting us over to Italy to launch your new motorcycles. You must be very excited about this model range at the moment.
Yeah, thank you for coming, first of all. And yes, we are very happy because we are following a long-term project in terms of development of the internal know-how to produce engines and bikes at a certain level. So we are trying to prove ourselves first, and the market second, that we are able to compete with the major makers. And in this sense, we are happy. We are happy. Time is still difficult, as all of us knows very well. But we are little by little increasing our penetration and our presence in all markets. So we are all in all happy, and especially we are happy about the results. Let's say on the product side, because this is the first touch also for us. No? When we go out with a new product, we have, being all of us motorcycle rider, different level, we have an immediate feeling of what we did.
Luis Correa is the factory rider for Beta in this year's World Enduro. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to take part today because he's got a broken scaphoid.
So it looks like you're not going to be riding today after all, eh?
Yeah, today is not possible riding because I make operation the last week for my wrist. I have some little problem. I hope recover more faster than this possible for next race for World Championship in France, 9th of September. I hope be ready there and fix it my 4th position in the World Championship. For me, it's incredible. Finish the top 5. My first year, if I make the World Championship complete, I'm really happy.
We wish him all of the very best, and a final word from the boss in Italian.
Buongiorno Sudafrica, sono Lapo Bianchi, amministratore e CEO di Beta Motor. Vorrei dare il nostro saluto dall'Italia al paese sudafricano e dire che siamo molto contenti della nostra presenza in quel mercato, nel vostro mercato. Grazie.